to your Division 3 stream of the Italian Grand Prix at the historic Monza circuit. I will be your host tonight, Days Freak, the American voice of RSF1, alongside my co-commentator, OFNH Rodders. How are you doing tonight, Rodders?
Yeah, I'm all good. Or also known as for this season, which is going to be my last season on the account, Mando.
Last night we did not have a stream, sadly. First time in RSF1 history, I'm being told that we didn't have a stream for a race, which is tragic because we had yet another first time winner this season in Div 5, proving once again that Div 5 might be the best division. Might not have the fastest racers, might not have the cleanest, but we certainly have the best racing. The three drivers that finished on the podium last night were the Haas of James H., the McLaren of Stars Orphan finished P2, and P1 was, as I said, a first-time winner, the Alpine of Wee Biscuits. Starting off with James, last night you finished P3. Probably not the race you wanted after winning the sprint, but regardless, you get 23 points and start to claw your way into the title fight slowly but surely. How do you feel?
I'm getting there. Slowly getting more consistent, getting the points, getting like top points as well, which is decent. Had a bit of a crap start on that race, but clawed it back to get third, so can't complain.
Next week, we'll be heading to the state of Texas in Austin for Circuit of the Americas for the United States Grand Prix. How do you feel heading into that circuit?
It's not a track that I've raced at often, but I think I can get decent times and keep it fairly consistent around there the times I have raced there, so hopefully it looks pretty good.
Sorry, James, 1 second. We've gotten word that we cannot hear your audio.
No, his audio is there. It's just quiet.
Ah, okay. Yeah, yell at us if you have to. We'll hear it pretty clearly, but stream, who knows? Hopefully they'll be able to hear it. Well, great race last night, James. Great fighting against you a little bit last night. Hope to possibly see you again on the podium next week. Thankfully, next week we will have a commentator for F5. It should be Harvey and hopefully Silky. If not him, I got a new commentator to possibly fill in occasionally for him. On to our man who's P2 in the race, P1 in the championship. You've got about, I want to say something about a 60-point lead in the championship by now. Do you have any worries, Orphan, about the rest of this for the rest of the season?
73.
73. Okay, yeah, so even more than I figured.
I'd like to say it was a good race yesterday. Got a bit lucky with the P2. Unlucky for Mr. Adam Moore. He had the penalties. Voted me and James, but we got our revenge from Portugal. But like I say, it's still a long way to go. 6 races, you know. It's still 150 points still available. So, you know, that could go in a matter of a couple of weeks. So, I'm all still in the fight. So, yeah, James came out fast. So, yeah, still very much open in the championship, I feel.
Next week we'll be heading to Circuit of the Americas. How do you feel for that track?
I did well in SLR, another league on that track, so I'm hopeful I could be in the top 5, which is what I need, really, for the championship. Yeah, James has hit a very good run of form lately, so I no doubt that I'll be battling him again next week. But so yeah, and Immortal, obviously, and yourself, because obviously that's your home track.
Well, yes, it is.
Oh yeah.
Hashtag Merca.
Obviously, you'll be practicing like hell this week for that one.
I'll definitely be practicing more than I did for Monza, that's for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
Daisy's home Grand Prix. You can't let us down there, Daisy. You need to pull your finger at your backside and get something done.
I got P6 there last season. I'm hoping for at least P5 this season.
Just like that, Lord. Congratulations on your first win with Biscuit.
All right, and finally, we move on to our race winner, the man, the myth, the Scottish legend, Wee Biscuits. You are our 9th different winner in F5 this season. We've had 12 races and 9 different drivers have taken the top step. You, my good man, being number 9, how do you feel after that race?
Feels pretty good, to be honest. I wasn't expecting it at all. I mean, I was doing some laps before, and I thought I had some good consistent times, but I was thinking and saying to Aaron that I doubt I was going to beat the likes of James and Orphan, and especially in qualifying when Rogue was up there, I thought there was not a single chance I could have gotten in this fight whatsoever.
Yeah, certainly, I can imagine the rest of us, including myself, definitely recently have been wondering whether we're going to be able to fight back at the front, but you finally did it. Your second podium of the season, too. Your first one since Jeddah.
Yeah, I seem to be quite good around the circuits where it's quite fast. I don't know if that's just a confidence thing or not, but I was definitely surprised with the result.
Next week, we'll be heading to Circuit of the Americas for the United States Grand Prix. As we've had my co-commentator and Orphan mention, my home track. How do you feel, though, about Circuit of the Americas?
As long as I can keep it within track limits during the S's part, then I'm feeling pretty good.
All right, well, is there anything else you'd like to tell us or say before you go off?
Not really, no. I think I've said everything I really need to.
All right, well, thank you for the interview, Rory. It's been a pleasure. Congratulations on your first win. Best of luck to you next week. And that'll do it for your pre-race interviews, folks. Thank you to James and Orphan as well for joining us today before the F3 race tonight. It's been a pleasure talking to all three of you.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Hey, Mando, did you hear him on the stream?
Yes, I did.
Good.
Very quiet, but yes, he was there.
All right. So, folks, if you want to rewatch this stream later on, just be sure when you hear the interviews start, turn your volume up just a bit extra. And I know you didn't have a very good race last night. I'm not sure exactly why. I don't know if you were just deciding to take it easy or what. Me personally, I feel like I had an okay race. I got P7 in the sprint, P6 in the, or I think, yeah, P7 in the sprint, and I got P6 in the main race.
Basically, what happened to me was Timmer was going slow on the corner of turn 1 to avoid an incident that happened, so I braked, but the car didn't stop because of the dirty air, and I went straight into the back of Timmer, causing myself to lose front wing, and then I had to pit to get my front wing back, and then I never caught up from there.
Well, that's an unfortunate ordeal to go through. Do wish you the best of luck next week.
Yeah, well, I might not be here for...
Oh, that's right. You said you might not be here
Japan.
next week. Oh, Japan. That was the one you said you might not be there for.
Hmm.
I know in the F5 chat you said something about not being able to go to a race.
Yeah, for Japan. I messaged you now, I believe.
Yeah, was it a private
I
DM?
didn't
I
tag
thought it
you,
was
but I
a.
put your name in it.
Gotcha.
Even James replied and put, yay. Even better. Can you put a message in the F3 chat for me?
Hmm?
Basically saying no one really up on the grid before LA Blazing.
Okay.
Plus I can't see who else is meant to be joining. I don't have the F3 stuff.
Let me tell you. Okay, for the race check-in, we've got Nifty Nasri. Let's look. Let's actually look with you. So Nifty's in here. Ipswich Techers. So Ipswich Techers needs an invite. Hasn't joined yet. Rula Ethan, I'm pretty sure he's one of the Red Bulls. He's not here yet. C. Bradshaw, he's usually here, yeah. Modcat, Blazer Guns. Blazer Guns was the first person to join. Modcat just joined. Graceful Rook is not here yet. Corks. There's Corks. Yeah, he's here. Only Destroyer, I'm pretty sure, is here. Yep.
I think everyone's here. We got 19 drivers. Should we have 19?
No, we should definitely have 20. We had 16 people, 16 full-time drivers say they were going to be here, and 6 reserves say they were going to be here. So the ones we're missing, who are we missing? Willie Bum's here. Soggy Salmon is here. Richie Rich is here. And S.A. Bolt is here. So the 4 reserves that are supposed to be in this race are here tonight. Who's the one we're missing? It's the other Red Bull driver. Who's the other Red Bull?
I don't know. I've got no access to it. Oh, actually, I have.
It's Egon. Egon is the one that's not here yet. Just sent them an invite.
Showing that he's offline.
He's talking. He's about to say something in the chat. Give it a second.
Sorry about the late start, everyone. We are trying to get all drivers in.
Okay, he said, I be home for race. And then, okay, race sex. I don't know if he. Yeah, I'm confused too, Slinky. I got no idea what he means by that. Well, here's the thing with this race tonight is that we got short quali than a sprint race. It's not like our normal format where we do full quali. You don't have nearly enough time to join before the race.
What's Egon's situation?
He's got something going on at work, so I don't know.
Well, he's going to have to miss out tonight, and we'll get a reserve in.
Yeah, Muddy said that if we have to, it would be Slinky.
We'll get Slinky in then.
How are you liking F2 comms?
Yeah, it's actually okay.
That's good.
Nothing special. Alright, if Slinky's not here by 07, we'll start. I think he meant 1 minute, not 1 mile.
Yeah, I assume that's what he meant, but I don't know, dude. I've sent Slinky an invite just in case.
Right, here we go, everyone. This is your Italian Grand Prix. Tonight is a sprint race followed by the race itself.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh God, what's happening?
Yeah, I saw a lot of people say that it's taken a while for them to load into the lobby.
Yeah, this was happening last night. Well, the lobby's up and running.
It's running, but no one's out of the pits yet. Oh, here we go. We finally... Oh, look, and the timer on the qualifying reset. Looks like we just loaded in real early. Looks like the first man out of the pits will be the Haas of Graceful Rook, followed immediately by his teammate, Fister. Day's win for America? I mean, that would be pretty nice. Only just realized how old that message is, too. Look at the Haas's racing in turn 3. They're side by side. Heading into the chicane. Who's going to outbrake who? Graceful Rook backs out, letting his teammate through. Quality sportsmanship there from the Haas. I imagine Fister will be quite pleased to have a teammate like him.
We might have to restart this because Sinky's car is still on the grid and Egon can now join.
Yeah, Egon's joined. He can't take control of the car. That's
Yeah, because Slinky's car's on the grid.
yeah. Let's see. Hello, Blazer Guns. How you doing? I'm on board with you right now out of Ascari. So we're going to move on to the Haas of Fister as he's coming out of Parabolic now. Start the first hot lap of the session. Commentate on in quality. He comes up the DRS to the pit straight. Top speed of 215 miles an hour. Down to first gear for the chicane. Curva Grande, I believe, is what this corner here, turn 3, is called. It's a 26-4 through the first sector out of De La Rosa now. Heading into Lesmos. Down to 5th gear here. Out of Lesmos, he's going to open up the DRS again. He's got a car right ahead of him. Going to see if he can try and get a toe off him. He's not going to do that. 53.3 through the first 2 sectors. Top speed of 213 miles an hour. Ever so slightly riding curbs on the in and outside. Now on the run, Parabolica once more. Top speed of 207 miles an hour down that final straight. Out of Parabolica now, and across line it's going to be a 20.2 for the Haas. We move on to Graceful Rook, who's invalidated his lap, so we move on to the AlphaTauri of SA Bolt. Puts up a 20.5. I just realized I had that on fastest lap, or leader, gap to leader, and not fastest lap. Laser Guns across line puts up a 20.7. Grazing right behind the McLaren. I believe that's Richie Rich or Desro. It's going to be Richie Rich, as Desro is just finished the second sector at the 53.2 through the first 2 sectors. Nifty Nasri with the 20.5, excuse me. We got his car spun off from Williams. It's Corks. 208 miles an hour down the backstretch. Top speed for Desbro. C. Bradshaw, your championship leader, puts up a 20.0. And Desbro is a 20.3. It's P3 for the McLaren. Just got Epic Frenchie with a 20.7. 20.7 for Blazer Guns. 21.5 for Arash Alonso. 24.3 for the Alfa Romeo of Soggy Salmon. Ipswich Tigers a 53.1 through the first 2 sectors. Oh, almost loses it through the chicane. How low everyone's wings are running this week. It's getting harder and harder to find drivers that can keep stability through that final chicane. Coming to the line now, Ipswich Tigers is going to put up a 20.242. It's P1 and P3 provisionally for the Aston Martins. Not only does Bradshaw and the other Aston Martin lead the Drivers' Championship, but they also lead the Constructors' Championship. At least I think they do. It's not them, it's McLaren. Those two teams have been the class of the field in this division this season. Soggy Salmon across the line improves his time by over 3.1 seconds. It's a 21.2. It's P10. Willie Bum has put up a 21.1. It's P9 for him. Only Destroyer a 54.3 through the first 2 sectors. Imagine he'll want a much better time. We got a Mercedes spun around out of the exit of Ascari. Looks like it's the Mercedes of Pierce Karma. I don't know if it's just me, but I think Only Destroyer might have a good bit of lag here. 21.6 across the line, it's P13. When's the action starting? Well, I had to,
Right, everyone.
do a pre-race interview.
There is going to be a lobby restart, as some drivers did disconnect, and Silky's car is still on the grid after Egon joined. So there is going to be a lobby restart.
This is my fault. He thought I was a div head. I sent him an invite just in case. I told him just in case in the chat too, and unfortunately he joined right off it immediately, and I was like, oh, that's not at all what I wanted there. That's unfortunate.
Well, that was your exam, all I could say. You're right, let's get him in after I heard your message saying he had something going on at work.
Let's see. Who else is currently on a lap? We got Modcat. We may have just finished a lap. It's a 21.5 for him at P13.
Everyone rejoin off of me.
Right now?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Done a full restart.
I didn't think we'd restart until at least qualifying was over.
No, Muddy said I had a choice, so I could either do it now or at the end of quali. But to make it fair on everyone and the drivers that are disconnected, I called it.
Okay. All right. Well. What am I doing? I was about to pick a car. I was about to be like, all right, let's get Williams some more points today. And I was like, wait a second. I'd probably get lapped. All right, Karma's saying it better be clear, so I'm thinking Ipswich, I need to know if you're telling the truth on that. Are you telling the truth? Because I'm getting word from Ipswich and TX1 Karma that all of the sessions were completely clear weather. But people did this last race at Hungary when we also had people quite obviously saying okay, I'm getting a word from everyone saying it was full dry. I'm okay.
I've set it to clear anyway.
Yeah, it'd be one like because last week again we had like 5 or 6 people say it was full dry, but then we had someone take a screenshot of the actual weather and it was dry, wet, and then dry. Killian, go watch that somewhere else, man. That's too loud.
Come on, everyone, please rejoin. We're missing 2 drivers. Missing one driver. We're missing Des, bro. Oh no, Alonso, sorry. Oh no, Alonso's here. Yeah, it is Des, bro. I sent him an invite. Now we've got to wait for Modcat to pick his car. Yes, I know the settings are wrong because I've been too busy trying to invite everyone in. And that won't let me do anything. There you go. Settings are done.
Okay, and I am back. Apologies to those y'all that were wondering where I went and why I decided to disappear from face of the earth. Yeah, Orphan, Rory, Aaron, whoever else is in F5 thinking I could possibly win at Coda next week. Trust me, that's not going to happen. A podium, maybe. If I'm lucky, I'll get a podium, but I don't think anything more than like P3 is a realistic goal. I mean, you got to remember who's in F3. We got James, who in the last 3 weeks has gone from barely able to score points to winning races and fighting for wins. You've got Adam Moore, who's always up at the front. Rogue, who even though is a reserve, could get another seat next week and is very, very fast. Orphan, of course, who's never had an ounce of bad luck in his life. That's fun. Just kicked out of the game for no reason. That's hilarious. Oh, that's... Oh, you haven't. Oh. Oh, yeah, you haven't. No. Okay. So just that sprint race. That's crazy. But, yeah.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Just invite you
Well,
back in.
Fister invited me to the party.
It's meant to
I'm
invite
not
you to
going
the
to join
game.
that because... Yeah, I figured that much. I'm just like, There's Immortal, who's always really fast. There's, of course, my co-commentator, who's already in here. Who seems to be the only McLaren driver, period, with any bad luck.
Well, if we didn't have bad luck, we'd have no luck at all, so...
And it's still crazy that you've got like 80 plus points. You've won 2 races this season, etc., etc.
Yeah. Well, I'm probably not even going to get that in points around the USA because I just despise the track.
Yeah, and Orphan says he's not very good at like 8 tracks, and then he's nearly won at all of them.
Mind you, I didn't think I was going to be any good at Australia, and look where that got me.
I wasn't sure how to feel about Spa. I felt good in practice, but I wasn't sure about the race. I was like, maybe like P6, P5, P4.
I didn't race in Spa, and I hate Spa.
And then I led most of the race, so I was like, oh, okay, cool.
I hate Radion and Eau Rouge.
Oh, man. Going up there every time, I felt a little uneasy. And on the final lap with Immortal and Aaron behind me, I mean, and on that final lap where I won at Spa, I still felt really bad. I mean, I almost lost the car 2-3 times.
Right, Graceful going into turn 1. Nicely done through there. Nice bit of traction.
Turn 3 is just a long right-hand kink, basically. 26.6 through the first sector, not through De La Raja. Heading into the first Lesmo. Oh! It just barely touches the inside curb, and it's all it takes to lose the rear end of the car there. We're going to move on to Laser Guns. Oh, and he's... Okay, wow, that's terrible timing there. Ifty Nasri is the next man behind him. 53.5 through the first 2 sectors. Heading through a scar right now, right the inside curve of the second part. Outside curve on the exit. He's gonna get a nice toe. Missed him by a couple of nanometers. Tops 207 miles an hour down the back stretch through parabolic and now down to 5th gear, about 75% on the throttle. Now out of the corner and across the line, it's a 20.7 for the Mercedes driver. Pfister beating it by exactly 0.2 of a second. Russell Alonso with a 22.3.
See what any destroyer can do as he comes in the last corner.
Touching the inside line, getting a little grass on the tires. It's going to be a 21.8. It's P4. And see Bradshaw under 119. We got a yellow in sector 1. It's for SA Bolt. Spun out of the chicane and
under a
broke bunch of
120
the
for
boards.
Bradshaw. Jeez.
Course with a 20.5 P2 for the Williams.
James says
bit
the
of
game
traffic
volume
into
sounds a bit
turn
loud.
one. Game sounds a bit loud.
Yeah,
10-4.
game volume.
Got it at a 6. How is it loud? Tell you what, let me.
Turn it down to 5 and see how that goes.
Turned everything else down 1 click. See if that'll. Slim Shady coming down 2nd DRS straight.
Is that better, James?
4-0 through the first 2 sectors. A little bit off his pace.
Let's see what Frenchie does.
Do the final corner. Slim Shady. Not a very good run.
Frenchie coming through the last corner.
Red Bull in front of him. Egon could constitute as a blocking of Slim Shady's lap. But Egon was on an out lap. Slim Shady was on a hot lap.
Frenchie does a 1:39.5, so plenty of time left to come from them.
Certainly. I don't know if he's
Egon.
got enough fuel, though. DX1 Karma, speaking of fuel, going a little slow. Hasn't run out of fuel yet. Now he has.
Egon coming through the first chicane. Caught a bit of the curb, but he would have lost a little bit of time, but it shouldn't affect him that much. Around the first les mode, nicely done through there, kept it nice and under control through the second one. Just a tad wide, but gets the traction, so that won't affect them. Coming up to this chicane bit here, a little faster.
Here on
chicane.
54 through the first
Takes the
2
curve, a little bit of sliding, goes out nice and wide, gets a nice toe off the car in front.
Top speed of 207 miles an hour.
Takes it out really wide. Didn't invalidate
Almost
it though.
invalidates for the width. It's a 20, almost 21 flat.
I don't
The
know
P10.
how that wasn't an invalidation. All 4 wheels were off the track.
Epic Frenchie's just run out of fuel after just after crossing the line. It's a 21.2 for the Alpha Tauri P11.
Alright, Soggy
For now.
Salmon on a lap, coming to the first chicane. Perfect sector 1.
0.67 through the first sector. Not a very good run through the Della Raja though.
No,
Gotta make up for it here in Lesmos and send through a sparring.
caught too much of a curb. He backed out.
Yeah, he's definitely backed out here. About 60% on the throttle right now. He's
Not
definitely.
using any ERS, so.
He hasn't used any ERS at all this lap, I don't think. It might just be a banker lap here, and then he'll go off.
Next one is Graceful on their second lap on fresh tyres. Coming around the first Lesmo. Doesn't bin it this time. or spin it, should I say. The second one, brilliant, absolutely brilliant through there. Nice bit of traction as well. That propelled him down the straight. 214 miles an hour. Purple sector 2. A little bit slow down through that
top
last
speed
section.
on the pit straight was 217. I might be running the lower downforce than anybody here.
209 miles an hour going down the back straight. And as we go across the finish line, it's 21-1. Ipswich Techers.
Multiple cars getting out of the way of Soggy Salmon there. Open up the DRS for the second time this lap. And Fisker put the 20.314.
Nicely going. Nicely done through there. First leg, mate. Looks like a nice and tidy lap from Techers. It's not the quickest, not been purple in any sectors or green in any sectors, but it's kept it nice and tidy.
Soggy Salmon. Only Destroyer's top speed 217 miles an hour down the pit straight.
Had to lift off the throttle though, and invalidated second to last corner. Going through that fast chicane bit.
Bradshaw across the line, improves by almost 3/100ths of a second. It's a 19.961.
I can't see anyone beating that.
3.5 tenths ahead of Fister.
I say that, and then Richie just
Wow.
comes along and just annihilates it.
Oh yeah, 19.941, 2/100ths of a second ahead of Bradshaw.
200
Richie
it
Rich, the
sounds
reserve right
like
now, trying to-
nothing, but that's a lot in F1.
Oh yeah. Nifty Nasri also improved by over 4/10. He's up to a 20.2. It's P3 for the Mercedes. Corks across the line, improves by almost 1/3 of a second. It's a 20.1. It's P3 for the Williams. Bolt now 20.1. This track is definitely ramping up. Only Destroyer across the line, improves by almost 9/10 of a second. It's 20.9. It's P11 for the Ferrari driver. Posi, I can't imagine they're going to be super pleased with their current grid spots.
Nork said that's a good lap from him. A 20.177.
That's a very old message. It's when he put up the 20.4, I think, was his last lap.
It's only just shown for me. My stream's
Yeah,
a bit
I've
behind.
had my stream open since I started the stream. This message came in like 15 minutes ago or something. Not literally, but
I need to restart looking at the stream.
run along with Epic Frenzy. The AlphaTauri driver does not improve through the first sector. He's actually lost about 1/4 of a second. I'm going to move on to Corks and Bolt, see if they come in. Corks does. Bolt has run out of fuel, so he's got no choice.
Can Ipswich Techers make his way up? 7th gear coming out of that second to last corner.
Well, Ipswich hasn't put up a lap yet, so definitely
204.
possible. And in our first attempt at this race tonight, he was P3 before we left the session. Let's cross the line now. The yellow's in sector 3. It's for Epic Frenchie going a little slow down the back straight.
That was
Nothing
an
to be
outlap,
too worried about,
from
though.
Techers.
It was his
This is
outlap.
his actual lap.
We got Desbro coming through Parabolica
Hey.
now. He's about to start his first hot lap, or another hot lap.
Takes the
26.2
grass.
through the first section.
Oh, invalidated.
Oh! Got a little too ambitious there. He's got to rush back into the pits. Trust me when I say this, it takes a lot longer than you think for them to deal with your car at Monza. One thing I feel like they really need to introduce next year's game is just being able to take a pit stop. Just come into the pits, switch onto the new tires, and then go right back out there.
One thing I want them to deal with is lapped cars under safety car.
Oh yeah, that's another one. They gotta fix that. If you're a lap car and you get caught behind the safety car, you should be able to unlap yourself. I don't care what the situation is or why. Gonna go to Soggy Salmon, riding on board, heading into the first chicane at the top speed of 217 miles an hour for the Alfa Romeo.
I'm on the car behind Alonso.
First three now. Top speed in the second chicane at 206 miles an hour. Soggy Salmon dropping about a sixth of a second. Not improving so far. He's got to find a lot of time in it. I don't think he's going to find any time there through the second through Del Raza. He's backed out already.
Norks has said the only thing with your pit stop thing is that there would be not enough fuel in the car.
Well, I guess one way to counteract that would be put more fuel in the car. I know a lot of people wouldn't want to put more fuel in the car, but I would certainly do that. I would just put like 8-9 laps of fuel to start a session, go out, do one lap, pit, go on to another set, do another lap, pit again, etc., etc. Of course, next year's game, I'm pretty sure, are going to have different tires. So not only are we going to have to deal with this car, but we're going to have to deal with newer tires again.
One thing is, with this game, apparently it says, you can refuel the car at the end of every session, ready for the next one. They should do it where you have to manage your fuel throughout all 3 sessions, unless it's a sprint.
Maybe. Most drivers coming out of the pits now to start their final hot lap of the session. We got some yellows in Sector 1. It's for a Mercedes. Mercedes at TX1 Karma trying to let people through. Also seems like he's trying to burn extra fuel.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from, Norks. I know more fuel equals slower, but if you've got to make that fuel, as I was saying, last all 3 sectors, then I think that's a good idea, because at the minute it's saying that you can refuel at the end of every session ready for the next one. Whereas in the actual F1, you don't do refueling at all. The only time that you can refuel to put fuel in the car is to go from quali to the race. Well, Ethan, you starting from the back might be a good idea. I started from the back. I avoided most of the drama, but sadly I hit Timmer in the back, causing myself damage and that. So if you can just keep that in mind, then you might be able to jump some places under like safety car.
We got Soggy Salmon who's retired, and we got a yellow in Sector 3 is for a Ferrari, slow-moving Ferrari. Both the Alfa Romeos have retired from the session, 15th and 18th provisionally. Switch checkers. He's coming out of the final corner now, and he's got more than enough time. But Arash Alonso, I don't think he does. Look, 20 seconds left in the section. He doesn't have enough time. Blazer Guns and Willy Bum have both retired from the session. Hold on, Willy Bum wasn't in the, Blazer Guns wasn't in the pits. Blazer crashed out. Yeah, he's right there out of the Lesmos. Checkered flag waves. Arash Alonso did not make it across the line in time. He is an AI now. Graceful Rook doesn't improve his time. It's P14.
Everyone watch out for
Egon
Alonso's
across the
car.
line does improve. It's P10 for the Red Bull for now. Pfister. He's coming across the line now. We got a yellow in Sector 3. Pfister across the line improves by almost a quarter of a second. It's a 20.0. It's P3 for the Haas. Next man across the line, it's going to be the Williams of Slim Shady. We got a few drivers around, including TX1 Karma. Slim Shady's not going to improve. He's backed off. But he's got to watch out for the AlphaTauris behind him. Frenchie across the line. It's not going to be an improvement. SA Bolt, I don't think improves either. TX1 Karma gets disqualified for parking his car in a dangerous location. Richie Rich improves his time yet again. It's a 19.7.
Tekers goes up to
Bradshaw,
5th with a 20.1.
Wow, fantastic lap by the Aston Martin.
Oh,
Nifty Nasri up to P3. It's a 20.043. Who's the next man across the line? It looks like it's going to be only Destroyer. He's not going to improve. So that's going to be the session over. Your pole sitter, Richie Rich, the reserve driver. I can imagine a lot of teams are going to want to have him. Oh, by the way, they do fuel up in between qualifying sessions. I assume in between practice sessions, too.
Yeah, in between practices, but they don't do it during qualies.
Following Richie Rich will be C. Bradshaw, your champ. Goddamn. Championship leader C. Bradshaw P2, followed by Nifty Nasri, Pfister, Desbro, Ipswich Techers, SA Bolt, Corks, Willie Bum, Blazer Guns, Egon, Only Destroyer, Epic Frenchie, Rook, Modcat, Alonso, Slim Shady, Soggy Salmon, Rurley Ethan, and TX1 Karma. Who I think would have been about 13th, 14th if he hadn't been disqualified. All he had to do was just go. No, they do in the garage. No. Now it has become an F1 22 tradition for the crew members to do the T-pose before the race.
Alright, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break before this starts. We got 2 minutes yet, so I'll see you when I get back.
Yep. Oh, who readied? Wait, was someone supposed to ready? You said 2 minutes. It's 3:54 here, 8:54 for you guys. So I assume it's time to get ready. Is anyone risking it on anything else? No, it's just mediums. Probably for the best, honestly. I don't think anyone should be. Ugh. I mean, even if you start last, you know, no one should be risking starting on the softs. You got Graceful Rook, who's already been disqualified. I don't know what happened to him. Not good for him. Tires are gonna be absolutely freezing. Let me send Modcat an invite. Ugh. My ear. Modcat's now been disqualified too. Oh geez, this is unfortunate. Ugh, hi. Already gone over the grid, starting grid.
Cool.
Just to go over it again, we got Richie Rich, Bradshaw, Nifty Nasri, Fister is a little bit far back on the leaders. Desbro, Ipswich Checkers, SA Bull, Torx, Willy Bum, Laser Guns, Egon, Only Destroyer, Epic Frenchie, Graceful Rook, SDK Modcat, bleh, SDK Modcat, Ross Alonso.
Shady, Salmon, Ethan,
What is
Connor.
going on with Alonso? What is going on with Alonso? Slim Shady, Soggy Salmon, Really Ethan, and TX1 Karma. That. The bottom two drivers have been disqualified. You can't be serious. It's been lights out for a good 3 seconds, and finally they go. Bradshaw gets an absolutely phenomenal start off the line. He takes P1. Look at the... Oh, we got a... Oh, guys. Oh, gee. Oh, what is going on? What is that? Nifty Nasri started this race P3 and he got just shunted P18. Unfortunate scenes to start this sprint race. And what was that? Slim Shady just kamikazed. I think it was TX1 Karma. We got a virtual safety car out now.
Until we hear otherwise from Muddy, we're just gonna keep going because we haven't got time to do another restart.
I don't think there's any time to fix or anything we can do to fix that bottom two getting disqualified thing. I think that's just something that's gonna happen every single race. Epic Frenchie gets a 5-second penalty for a collision with Graceful Rook. We got Willy Bum in the pits. Who else is going to join him? We got Egon, Karma, Frenchie's in the pits, Graceful Rook.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening, Alonso. No, really don't.
And it's green flag back out here at Monza. So 7 drivers in the pits. Graceful Rook, Willy Bum, Egon, Epic Frenchie, TX from Karma, Bolt, and Only Destroyer. all of them in the pits. What I assume is a front wing change. Really bumming Karma onto a set of softs. I'm not sure the strategy there. You know, the yellow might have been for blazer guns. Got a lot of gravel dust on his tires. A good fight here between Pfister and Ipswich. I think Techers is going to hold on to P4. Yellow all the way in the back. It's for, I think it's for one of the AlphaTauris. Yeah, I don't know what that was from Slim Shady. I mean, he caught the entire chicane and then smashed into the side of, again, I want to say it was Karma. Oh! Bradshaw gets turned, or maybe he spun a little bit. I'm not sure. I didn't hear contact, but obviously there could have been contact as McLaren takes a 1-2. Richie Rich in the lead once more.
The last time I called a restart for just 2 drivers, I got destroyed at from the admin, so I'm not going to do it until someone says.
I don't say that if anyone's making the call this time, it's going to be the admins.
Yep.
I'm definitely not making that call.
Nope.
Because anyone gives me crap, I'll just block you. I'm not going to talk to you.
So
personally, my main reason is just because I'm not really trying to argue with someone I either don't know or don't care about. Respectfully.
Yeah, I'm not calling it. It's only 2 drivers. I mean, the last time I called it for 2 drivers.
I feel bad for them, but yeah, I don't know I don't know what anyone is supposed to do about it.
We got an absolutely heated argument, so I'm not gonna do it. I feel sorry for you. Don't get me wrong, but unfortunately,
and it's Karma's out. Karma's out. He's crashed out of Lesmos, and that's going to be a virtual. No, it's a full court safety car. It's a full court safety car. Richie Rich, did he pass Desbro before or after the virtual was called? I should say safety car, since now it's a full court safety car. How's it going? Who's in comms with you, Days? It's Mando. He was the other McLaren driver from yesterday's race. They can still participate in the main race. See, we thought that last week. Of course, that wasn't a sprint, so maybe it'll be different here. I certainly hope it'll be different here, because if not, I'm honestly going to be kind of mad, because it's the second week in a row we've had the bottom 2 drivers disqualified for existing.
It's either just me or it's this game, because last night it was alright. It worked.
If the problem is you hosting, that would be a really weirdly specific screw up. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be really weird.
It shouldn't be, because yesterday I hosted.
Yeah, no, and
it was
that's
fine.
Oh, I was about to say, Richie Rich really gonna pit here. He's gonna stay out though. Pfister though does pit. I'd say anyone outside the top 8, like 9th down, you should pit for softs. And no, Nasri and Corks both stay out, so they're gonna gain a few positions. They're up 5th and 6th now. Pfister, Rula Ethan, Blazer Guns all pit. Egon, well, 10th and 10th on back is so far back. It's definitely not gonna make a huge difference.
It seems to be really weird, Pazuzu. I don't know what it is, because, like I was saying, I hosted the F5 lobby last night, and that was actually okay. Yeah, it wasn't streamed, due to unforeseen circumstances with the streamers. But that was fine, we didn't lose anyone, but it just seems to be the F3s. Don't get me wrong, it could be me, but I did restart the game and everything before setting up the lobby, but it just seems to be weird. No, basically what happened is they'd done the formation lap, and then as they were lining up to their grid slot, they disconnected from the game, and then it disqualified them.
Yeah, no, they didn't miss their grid slot Pazuzu. They were straight up ripped out of the lobby. Like, I think they're still here watching because they're hoping that that doesn't happen again in the race. But I'm like, they weren't even there. Like, I went to whoever it was that was in P18, I think it was Nasri, and I looked behind him and no one was there. That's all it was. It wasn't like they got disqualified post lights out or anything. They went out, they were disqualified before the lights even came on from the race. It's the same thing that happened at Hungary last week, and I don't really know what to do about it. I don't know what any of us can do about it. Again, as I said earlier, if the problem lies with Rotters hosting the lobby, that's a weirdly specific thing that EA's decided to be hung up on. But again, whatever. I wouldn't expect anything less of the absolute worst gaming company ever created. Worst company, period, ever created.
I'm only hosting it because most of the drivers in here are British. I don't think there's actually an American in here.
Outside of me, of course.
Yeah, outside of you. So if Days was the host,
but I'm streaming. If I hosted and streamed, it would probably screw up the lobby a lot worse.
Yeah, so
I can do the streams because my internet's pretty good, but if I hosted and streamed, it would probably start to get a little screwy.
So it just is what it is, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Maybe the EA servers are... No, it's not Wednesdays. Promise you, Stygian. I used to be in a league that raced on Sundays, and they would always restart the lobby, and then restart the lobby again, and then restart the lobby a 4th time, and then restart the lobby a 12th time, and then restart the lobby an 87th time. Yeah, you get the picture. It was terrible. Well, eventually I got fed up and left. And we have got side-by-side all over the place. We're going to look over Nasri because he's getting that good angle I like, finally. And look at this. We got a nice train going from here, from P1 to P6.
There's Rose catching.
Nasri, in fact. He is, but not enough. Oh, Corks, just a slight tap on the guy ahead of him. Switch Techers gets away clean. Side by side for P4.
Well, they kept it clean, turn 1.
Yeah, they did. I'd say bravo to these guys. Yet to see, we haven't had a single restart be that clean. Oh, week long.
Neither do I, Alonso.
Corks had a very awkward run through De La Raja. Oh, and Willy Bum's out. What's happened? I don't know. Willy Bum's been taken out, or
so
perhaps just crashed. Egon in the grass and then dropped way out. I don't know what's happened to him. Oh yeah, Frenchie's out too. And Pfister gets past our championship leader. He's now down to P6. Blazer Gun into the top 8. He's going to get points for this if he keeps it up. Graceful Brooks, the first driver with a 3-second time penalty. Pfister on the gearbox of Corks. He's on the new sauce. Dives down the inside and look at the difference. Just look at that. He's about 15 miles an hour faster through Parabolica and out of the corner. Of course, he's going to fight back. Side by side into turns 1 and 2. Pfister gets much better traction through turn 1 and out of turn 2, and it's P4 for sure. Now, for the Haas. Back at the front, Desbro right behind his teammate. S8 both been taken out, or crashed now. Did he crash with the... I don't know what just happened. It's too late for a safety car or a VSC. Only 2 laps to go. The Switch Checkers is finally caught up to Desbro. He's only about 3/4 tenths behind now. Fortunately for Pfister, even though he's got the better tires, of course I don't know how much longer those tires are going to be better. About 1.7 seconds back. Richie Rich not only has the lead, but has about a 60% ERS advantage over his teammate. Who are both using about as much ERS as they can. And another yellow. This time it's only Destroyer. He's lost it out of Ascari. Looks like Desro lost a bit of time. Ipswich Techers puts up the fastest lap. Now it's Pfister. So 22.3. Fastest lap will not guarantee you points in this session.
Ipswich has taken Desbro.
That he has. For the breaking point, too.
And pulling away.
Yeah, he's got to catch up to Richie Rich if he wants to have any chance of getting P1. But Richie Rich has got plenty of battery left. Ipswich is running on fumes. Say if I'm Richie Rich, I'm using every ounce of ERS out of Ascari.
Oh, a bit of a slide there.
And there he goes. He's using every ounce of it left. I would just keep the battery on, honestly. Through Parabolica now. Richie Rich will take P1 in the sprint race. Followed by Ipswich Techers, Desbro. Pfister, it's a 22-2 for Ipswich Techers as he takes fastest lap. Forks, Bradshaw down to P6. Ethan, Blazer Guns, Nasri missing out on points. Graceful Rook, Soggy Salmon, Egon, and only Destroyer. Rula Ethan, driver of the day for the sprint race. I can't argue that. He started dead last and he finished P7 in the sprint. I'll give him 2 points. Oh, P19 to 7, but still pretty good effort there. Soggy Salmon as well, P18 to P11. Graceful Rook didn't have that 3-second penalty. He probably... No, if he didn't have the penalty, he would have finished just ahead of Nasri. It still would have been P9 for him.
I got the screenshot down to 14. All I could get.
Don't worry, I went down to P20 for the sprint race, so... If anyone needs to, they can just go back to the stream, find the moment I looked at the bottom 6, and then just stop the stream, screen share, or screenshot it, and go from there.
People are putting the bug down of the last 2 drivers of like what is it? Cross gen? Yeah, cross gen problems between S and X.
And someone's already readied up. That's not good. Oh boy. That's gonna be fun. Look at that, we've already got a clip submitted in the... Oh, this is spectator mode. Nah, really? No way.
Apparently
I didn't know
Ethan
it was
readied
in
up
spectator
first.
mode. I don't know who Ethan is. That doesn't tell me anything. I saw Ethan in the chat too, and I'm like, who is Ethan?
Ruly Ethan.
Ruly Ethan. Oh, dude. Oh, yeah, I should have known that. I was gonna say, I was like, who's Ethan?
So here is your grid. We have Richie starting in first. Joining him on the front row is Ipswich Peppers. Second row we have Desbro and Vista. Third row is Knox and Bradshaw. Fourth row we have Ethan and Blazer Guns. Fifth row we have Nasri and Graceful. Sixth row is Subby Salmon and Egon. Seventh row is Destroyer and Bob. Eighth row is Willy Bum and...
And we've got 2 disqualifications already. That's not
Ninth row is Karma and Shady, and your last 2, which unfortunately got DSQ'd, so we hope that it doesn't happen to him in the race, is Modular Cat and Alonso. As
Look at that,
Richie
Richard's
does
got an enormous
fast.
gap between him and P2. Thank goodness
As he
his tires are going to be more than hot enough, but...
Yeah, as he does a fast formation lap. Does he nail it? Looks like he did.
Top 2 might have nailed it.
Top 3, I think, have nailed it. Give me a good...
Got only Destroyer who
Camera,
got
please.
disqualified for a misalignment.
Oh, it's giving me a rubbish camera angle. Oh,
Rush
Alonso
also getting
DSQ'd. Karma
Here's some Karma as
DSQ'd.
well. Four, 5 red lights. And it's lights out. And away we go. About time.
No DSQ this time.
No, sir.
Modular Cat absolutely ripping off the start from 19th to 16th.
Oh boy, we got a lot of guys cutting the corner. To avoid the carnage, we got a lot of spinning in the back.
3-second time penalty.
Oh, and we got 2 drivers with a missing
Bolt,
front wing, and
3
no one got
seconds.
disqualified off the
Modular Cat.
line, so good news there. Oh, that's a Bolt almost having a massive moment.
Bolt,
At the
Modular
front.
Cat, and Rook,
Into
all with
VSC.
3-second time penalties.
Actually, no, they're not 3. Modcat and Bolt have 5. Grateful Rook has got 3. I don't know how you already got 3. I guess his teammates cut the game.
Did they come together with each other then, Cat and Bolt?
Perhaps. I think they did. I think that's why I saw Modcat's penalty show up. It's a virtual safety car, so it's going to give those guys in the back that got damaged a chance to change their wing and everything without costing their race entirely. That is unless the VSC goes out comes back out or goes back in early.
No, Modcat got a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with only Destroyer.
Ah. Okay. I'm down.
And so did Bolt.
Jesus. Audience. Ugh. And
the
the virtual safety car's gone now. None of those guys got to the pit lane yet. Oh, this is gonna kill them.
I can't get out of race director.
Oh, jeez. Whoa, how did Soggy Salmon just gain 5 places? And, okay, never mind. That's just game being weird. Ignore me.
Yeah, I can't get out of race direct.
It's fine, dude. Leave the game. I'll send you an invite.
I'm lobby host though.
Oh, crap. That's... Okay, who would be the host then? Oh, jeez. This is... Ugh, you gotta be kidding me, man. I hate this game so much. EA, please, for the love of everything in the universe, make a good game, please. A good one. Graceful Rook, who's lost 2 positions to Willy Bum and Only Destroyer, down to P14 for him. Fight here for P7 between Blazer Guns and Soggy Salmon. Blazer gets the move done. It's P7 for the Alpine. 2 laps. Our biggest winners are Epic Frenchie up 5 spots and Modcat also up by 5. Unfortunately, our biggest loser so far of positions is the Red Bull of Ruli Ethan, down 8 spots.
Does it matter actually who the host gets to now if we've already gone past the start?
I don't think so. I don't feel like it's that big a deal. We got a yellow in the back. We got a huge incident back here. Soggy Salmon's around. Oh boy, we got a lot of fighting here for P10 between Frenchie, Rook, Willy Bum, Modcat. Look at how close these guys are. They're right on top of each other. Oh, contact there between Graceful Rook and Epic Frenchie. We got yellows. It's for Graceful Rook, or no, it's Epic Frenchie who's around. Gotta get his car turned around. Avoid getting a penalty there. Back up to P11. We got Modcat and Ruli Ethan and Graceful Rook all fighting.
Alright, I'm gonna leave this lobby and then we can rejoin.
Yep. Oh boy. Meanwhile, we got fighting up for P3 between Bradshaw, Corks, Pfister, or no, Corks looks like he's lost P3. Bradshaw almost lost P4. Not sure what just happened, but we got a yellow back here. Oh boy. I think it's what Tiger's is trying to let Willy Bum through. The battery, he's just... Oh no, he's an AI! Just further up, we got... Armin trying to get past Graceful Rook. Desbro getting past Pfister. It's P4 for the McLaren. Desbro wants to win this championship. He's got to start fighting back against Bradshaw. He's about a second up the road on them right now. P3 officially now for Desbro. Soggy Salmon with the fastest lap of the race. It's an 18-1. The Blazer Guns in the pits. Oh,
There we go. I'm
wait.
back.
What? Oh my God! Look at this. What am I watching? What am I actually watching right now? It says that Blazer Guns is in the pits, but he's clearly not. Almost had a handful of drivers crash into him, and then one drove through him, and it turned out he was a ghost.
SDK taking Graceful.
Are these random yellows just popping up on the track? I thought somebody at the front spun. We might have random yellows popping up right now. Okay then. Guess we're gonna try and keep course back, but I don't think we can. I say Bolt's retired from the session.
50K
Out on
back
track. Did he crash? It's a safety car.
Oh,
He did
yeah.
crash. Wow, he's in the middle of the track.
Second
And I
Lesmo.
think... Did Arash Alonso hit him? And I don't mean take him out. I mean, did he hit his parked broken car? He doesn't have wing damage, but the car moved. I'm pretty sure he hit him. Oh my god. Epic Frenchie getting caught behind the safety car. He's got to get in front of him quickly. The new safety car pulls off to the side. And what is going on with Blazer Guns? Is Blazer Guns glitched out of the lobby or something? Just in case, send Blazer Guns an invite if you're able to.
He says he's in the lobby.
He's in the lobby. See, that's just doesn't make sense. He's in the lobby, but like...
No,
somehow
basically
pitting.
what happened is he pitted, but it put him on a set of softs. So under the VSC, he's come back in and put on a set of mediums.
No, that's not where my confusion is. Look at this. Egon is in the pits, but look at his car. He's out on track. And he's ghosted. Really, Ethan, you can drive through him if you want to.
No, he is in the pits.
Yo, what? Oh, what was that? It shows him on my screen as out on track doing a pit stop. Despite not... Like, dude, I don't know. You gotta trust me on what I'm seeing.
Oh, yeah, no,
You
I
gotta-
trust you.
I don't understand what I'm seeing. I've seen it happen for Blazer Guns like twice when he pit on the softs and then went to the mediums. And now I've just seen it happen to Egon, and I'm just thoroughly... I don't even know what to even begin to describe it as. Wow, I don't know. I mean, if I need to leave and join back, that solves the problem. That's fine. Streamer needs to leave because Mando got kicked. Yeah, okay. Send me the invite.
I didn't get kicked. I left.
Yeah, he
because
didn't
I
get
had-
kicked. He just had to leave because of the game being a...
Yeah, I got
Donkey.
stuck in race director menu. And it is actually full safety car as well.
Yeah, I figured it was a full safety car. I don't think the game would lie to me about that, but...
It
Yeah, no kidding on
said,
the EA
am I
server thing.
lagging? No, you look good to me.
Who's lagging?
Techers.
Or... Techers. Oh no, Techers is usually fine. Alright, Safety car might be in this time, I don't know. And we've got a Ferrari who's just only destroyer who's just all over the place.
Apparently someone's crashed.
Yeah, it's him.
Or stopped.
He's not out of the race, he's just crashed into the wall repeatedly.
He's got no front wing.
Now I got Soggy Salmon who's without a front wing. We got 2 drivers 5-second penalties for ignoring yellow flags. Oh jeez. Shady is retired. Hold on, he didn't retire. He crashed. We got a handful of drivers in the pits. Only destroyer Egon, Richie Rich, who was leading this race for a good bit. Laser Guns, Epic Frenchie, and Soggy Salmon did not get to see Slim Shady's car or what happened to it. Egon on brand new softs, Epic Frenchie and Soggy Salmon on brand new mediums. Richie Rich on 6-lap old mediums. I don't know how far he's going to be able to take those. Laser Gun on set of softs with a lap on them. Brand new mediums for both Only Destroyer and Arash Alonso.
They go 16 laps, medium. At push.
Arash Alonso being so far back, you gotta wonder how much longer the safety car is gonna be out. Ow! Wow, never mind, it's coming in this time. Okay.
Everyone apart from Alonso will catch the back unless the pack can slow right down for Alonso.
Oh, it's a possibility. Bradshaw could also just be slowing down because he's just trying to. Oh! Richie Rich Blazer Guns swapping positions under the safety car. I don't know why. They need to just go. These guys on the front are not going to stay this slow for much longer. Bradshaw catches Desbro out a bit. Not a lot, though. Not
I don't
very easy to
understand
catch
why
anyone out
Richie
here.
stayed in third gear.
Trying to let Laser Guns through, I think. Oh boy, and Egon's out. There's a huge crash here at turn 1. Huge crash, about 4 drivers involved at least. No safety car. No virtual nothing. Egon's out of the race.
Frenchie got 15 seconds worth of time penalties.
Does he now? Oh my god, he does. Certainly something there.
One for severely cutting a corner, and one for the 10 second was for severely cutting a corner, and the 5 second was for the collision.
Gotcha. He's on his left session. Just an unfortunate end to the day for the Red Bull driver. Soggy Salmon's gotten past Graceful Rook for P9. Meanwhile, the top 2 of Desbro and
Mr.
Bradshaw
Nifty, side by side.
pulled away. With these 2 fighting, they might be able to pull away some more.
50.
Mr. on
Fister got past
4-lap
50.
old. That he did for P3. It's a 4-lap old hard.
Tekker's on Nasri,
10-lap old
side by
mediums.
side, going into turn 1. Tekker's is just ahead. Nifty had to pull out of that.
Looks like Epic Frenchie in the pits. Oh, we got a big crash. It's for Ipswich. He's around.
Seconds.
What's happened?
He hit the wall.
It looks like he may have just lost it. But he's going to have to let the entire pack through. Unbelievable. He was at P3 for a moment. And now he's down to P16.
Can he make his way back from here? Epic Frenchie's in the pits.
I don't know. Ipswich Techers hasn't pit yet. He's on the mediums, too. He might have to pit this time by SDK Modcat with a 3-second time penalty. He already has 5. It's now 3 more added on to the Alfa Romeo. Only Destroyer's out. He's crashed out of Ascari. That will be a safety car. The leaders have just passed the pit. No, Desbro didn't. He got just there just in time, but he got a 5-second speeding penalty.
Modcat spun. In that last corner.
Oh boy, he did. Epic Frenchie's got a drive-through for speeding. Blazer Guns gets a 5-second penalty for hitting Ruley Ethan. We have got 5-second penalties left, right, and center in this race. This safety car probably hurts Bradshaw a lot more than you. Well, actually, maybe not. Bradshaw, look at the gap between him and Desbro. It's 21.8 seconds, 22 and climbing. Bradshaw passed the safety car before it could come out of the pits. So it's an extra lap he gets to do on these mediums. He can go onto the hards and go from there to the end. He'll be in a much better position to get to the end as well than Pfister, Karma, Corks, and Salmon. Salmon's certainly going to have to pit again before the end of this race. Epic Frenchie is pulled into the pits and retired from the session. Considering the race he's had, I don't know if there's really much he could do. He had so many penalties. Every pit stop he would have taken almost 10 seconds. And that would be just in the box alone. It wouldn't include the whole trip in the pit lane. Bradshaw, of course, pitting. That's going to give the Haas of Pfister the lead. X1 Karma, Corks, Soggy Salmon. We're going to watch on board with Desbro, see if he can catch up to the Aston Martin. Bradshaw's exited his box now. And here comes the McLaren. He's having to lift off a bit. And he's going to be way behind Bradshaw. So Bradshaw not only having now fresher hards with less wear, but he's going to get a chance to heat them up under the safety car. It's going to be huge for Bradshaw and an absolute disaster for Desbro, especially with that 5-second speeding penalty in the pits. Unfortunate, really, Ethan said he got smacked on the restart on the corner. I'm guessing he's talking about the first chicane.
Yeah. He also got hit on every corner, apparently.
Okay, is it just me, or is... Oh. Either Pfister, Karma, or Corks is lagging. Someone in the top 3 is lagging hard. I'm thinking it's Pfister. Okay, wow. Nasri and Desbro as well. I don't... This has got to be a centralized thing.
The safety car's lagging.
Is it? It kind of just... I can't tell, honestly. It's just everyone else is lagging so hard. I'm looking at Ipswich Techers. He's good.
Karma just hit Pfister.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Or was that the game? No, because now Karma's ahead of Pfister. That could be a penalty for the Mercedes.
I think it was under lag, though.
Maybe. I say Bolt has just left the session. He is done for the day. Ugh. I can actually look at how much extra fuel Soggy has right now. He's got about 2 laps of extra fuel.
No, when I finished mine yesterday, I had 5 laps of extra fuel.
I had just over a lap of extra fuel. I was trying to burn it under the safety car, but it was hard. Guys in front of me kept, like, erroneously brake checking. I'm just like, okay, yeah, sure, that's cool. That's fine. Love that.
Well, I didn't have a chance.
Well, we got
most of
Richie.
the time
Richie's got about 0.9 laps of extra fuel.
I spent most of the car, well, most of the time under safety car, got 1 lap down. So
I could look at everybody. 3 laps of extra fuel here for the Haas P1. About 2.6, I want to say, for Arma.
oh, Karma did let Fister back through, so
Good news there. Still no safety car coming in yet. Rather shocking development. I was gonna say, don't pass that safety car even for a millisecond. It will disqualify you so fast. Fister's in the pits. Might be trying to get to the end on a set of mediums, and I'm pretty sure you can do that from here.
yeah, there goes 16 laps.
Well,
And a
in
front
this
wing
case,
change.
it's- Oh boy. May have caused the contact you mentioned earlier, may have caused him some damage. Fister doesn't have a set of clean mediums though. He's just pit onto a set of 6-lap-old mediums. He'd have been better off staying on the hards. I don't believe what Fister's just done. He may have just ended his race, competitively speaking.
Basically, what happened between Fister and Karma is Fister hit the wall, but I think that was down due to lag, and then he come back on, and then Karma's braked, and then slid him into the back of Fister,
That's unfortunate.
and then put him ahead. So
Coming to the line, it'll be 12 laps to go. Safety car should be in and is in at the end of this lap.
go on board with Norks.
Here restart order. Karma, Corks,
Here we go.
Soggy Sim, and Desbro, and we're back under green. Karma catches Corks out by a mile. Bradshaw, Nasri, Willie Bum. Modcat's out of the race already. What's happened? He didn't even exit Parabolica. Oh, what a heartbreaking way to end the race for him. You know, it doesn't seem like there's any bad contact into the chicane. No, they keep it clean again.
No, free ride coming out of the chicane.
Oh boy. We're right on board with Ipswich Tigers. He's going to get a front row seat in this whole battle here for P8. Oh, they get single file. They keep it clean. Tigers gets a fantastic run through the chicane. He gets past Ethan. It's P11 now. Only a 4-lap-old hard, so he can get to the end.
Lost all tyre grip in the last corner. That's why he ended up in the barriers.
Oh, that's tragic. Hate to see him go like that. Definitely not the way you want to see a man's race end. Is just sudden loss of traction and then gone. Oh, a little bit of contact between Desbro and Soggy Salmon. And Bradshaw gets through and he's all the way up to P3. This is huge for for Bradshaw. Absolute catastrophe for Desbro. Of course, not his fault, but just not what you want to have
Desbro
happen.
goes down the inside of Willie Bum. Jenny pulled it.
Oh,
he
he
tried to go
almost
down the
got
inside of the
Nasri.
Mercedes.
Wait, he's going around the outside.
Pretty
Guy
wide.
might have the better traction. I don't know. They're still side by side heading into turn 3. Alonso's out of the race. Desbro gets the position, and it's P5 for the McLaren.
Gutsy. Very, very gutsy. But the McLaren's
A phenomenal move,
back.
though. We're going to move on to Nasri. Might have used all the safety cars
on
we
the
can in this
Nasri.
race. We've had 3 retirements on track in this race, and no safety car come out. Or 2, not 3. I'm thinking of something else. Oh, that might be a warning for Desbro there.
This is where the fight is, isn't it? Willie Bum, Nifty, and Desbro.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna keep the camera here.
Oh,
Ross
and-
Alonso leaves the session.
And Ipswich Techers on Rich. And Rich on
Laser guns too. Oh! Oh! Laser guns and Richie Rich contact, take each other out, and Ipswich takes both positions in P8 for the Aston Martin. Richie Rich gets a 5-second speeding penalty in the pits.
Vista takes Ipswich.
Yep, it's P7 for the Haas. Graceful Rook gonna be looking to do the same as his teammate just did. Richie Rich onto the softs. He's definitely not taking those to the end. There's 10 laps to go. Tires will be absolutely shredded before then. Just see Bradshaw is caught all the way up to Karma and Corks. Corks in the lead. Corks has a 5-second penalty.
Where's the nearest bow? Is
P1 right now.
Graceful and Techers.
Karma keeps his car behind Corks. Montcat's left the session. Look at that, we're side by side now for the lead. Karma's got him before the DRS zone. And Bradshaw now got DRS. He's right behind these guys. Soggy somehow holds on to P4. Desbro looking for the switchback. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get him though.
Bradshaw on Corks.
Yeah, Bradshaw is turning up the heat on the Williams. Looks like Bradshaw's going to be able to get past Corks this time.
As Corks cuts the corner a little bit, that first corner. And then,
Graceful Ruck with a 3-second time penalty.
okay.
Desbro right on the gearbox of Soggy Sam, and he's lifting off just a bit. Assuming he's doing that so he doesn't run into the back of the Alfa Romeo.
Ipswich takes Ethan.
Graceful Rook is out. Or no, he's not out of the race. He's just lost the
He's
front
round.
wing. I don't think he can... No, he can't. He isn't beached. Good news. And he gets out of the way. Ethan also lost got a bit of wing damage. Really, Ethan gets a 5-second speeding penalty. Definitely not what he needed there. Especially after getting a...
Graceful and Ethan. DNF.
Oh, Ethan crashed out on... No, Rook crashed out on track. It's going to cause a virtual safety car. Going to help Richie
Only
Rich
11.
probably get his tires to the end. problem.
Only 11 drivers in this.
Rulli Ethan retired in the pits, but Graceful Rook crashed at the pit entry, which explains the virtual.
Alright, everyone should come in and put on a set of softs now.
I wouldn't say that. I would say Bradshaw should certainly stay out. Nifty and Desbro should stay out. Ipswich maybe. But if you're Karma or you're Corks, like, you might not be able to resist pitting here.
Well, actually, just looking at it, it's not a full course safety car.
No, it's not. That's what I was saying. Maybe only like the top two and like 2 or 3 other drivers. Soggy Salmon probably has to pit. He's got no choice. But he stays out despite being on now 12-lap-old mediums. He's not going to get those to the end. There's just no chance.
Even with hard, it's a bit of a push.
Yeah, I mean, Karma right now, Karma and Corks are on 14-lap-old hards. The reason they're able to stay ahead of Bradshaw is the DRS.
You go racing again.
Yes, it is. We got Richie Rich, who's on about to be 3-lap-old softs. I wonder if he's going to pit again and for another set of softs and possibly try and take fastest lap.
Or if another driver goes out, Richie earning himself 1 point for getting 10th.
And if he does the strategy I said and try to take fastest lap, he'll get 2 points.
Yeah.
And Desbro's gotten past Soggy Salmon. It's P4 for the McLaren, but he's got that 5-second penalty. We're gonna look at the penalties in the current gap. Desbro right now would get dropped. Oh, Soggy Salmon's crashed.
Yeah.
He's still in the race though. He's
No front
still in the
wing.
race, but he's got to change his wing now. Wait, no, hold on. I'm pretty sure he still has his front wing. So who's missing? It's Nasri. Nifty Nasri is missing his front wing. Soggy Salmon though has got to pit. I don't think he can wait any longer. 12-lap-old mediums, you just spun out. It's going to be 13-lap-old mediums to cross the line. I mean, look at how slow he's going through this corner.
Richie crashed as well, no front wing.
Yeah, he's missing his front wing. Soggy Salmon in the pits. I would definitely say those guys got to stay in this race. Corks' 5-second penalty right now would put him P3 because Desbro also has a 5-second penalty, which would put him in P7 after Blazer Guns, Nasri, and Salmon being 20-odd seconds back. Got Richie Rich, who spun again out of the Ascari chicane.
His tyres are done for.
Yeah. He's just ahead of Karma and Corks. Got a pit, so he doesn't get involved in that. He does. Now down a lap, though. 5 laps to go in this race. Which of these top 3 can take the win?
The front 3 is where the battle is at the minute.
Yeah. Everybody else, if you look at the intervals, there is a battle for P5 as well, but I think we're just gonna stick with the battle for P1.
That Williams is right off the back for that Mercedes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think Nasri gets a 5-second speeding penalty. Oh, and Corks is around now.
No.
16. Oh, hold on. No, he's just taking himself and Willie Bum out. Oh,
No.
What was he doing? It's a full course safety car. He came back out onto the track while people were still coming, and he just took took Willie Bum and himself out. You've got to feel for Willie Bum and for Corks. You just got to wonder what was he thinking.
Everyone's getting 2 points minimum now.
Even Richie Rich Yeah,
Yeah.
2 points at least. Willie Bum and Corks will not be classified. They did not finish 90% of the race. No, I was about to say no one coming into pit. That is absolutely astounding to me. Fister passes Ipswich Steckers in the pits. Blazer guns, you've gotta pit. I don't think he's got a choice. The leader out of the pits now is TX1 Karma. Richie Rich, of course, gonna stay out. He's gonna try and see if he can get himself on last, but he's not gonna be able to. Richie Rich gets a drive-through for speeding under the safety car. I can understand why he was, though. He's trying to get past the leaders. Richie Rich tried to allow the lead lap cars through, but he can't. Under the safety car. Just about everybody is on brand new sauce except Nifty, who already pitted for sauce the lap before, and Richie Rich, who also pitted the lap before. Dan, if you're talking about Corks, I've got no clue on that. I really thought he was going to wait for them to go through and then he could just recover and get at least some decent points, and instead he just came right back out in front of people.
So everyone has got 2 points
Yeah.
so far.
Of course they gotta get at least to the end of this lap. If you get to the end of this lap, you will be classified, whether you crash or not.
Corks took out Willy Bum, no intention of his own, but he's come back on the track and hit Willy Bum, I think, Pazuzu. I didn't quite catch it.
I did.
Who else did we lose?
Okay, we lost 4 drivers. So Graceful Rook and Ruley Ethan. Ruley Ethan retired in the pits because he had gotten another penalty. He had just spun. He got another penalty, and for speeding into the pits, and he just got fed up. He retired from the race. Fine, I understand that. Graceful Rook crashed before the pit exit, like right at the pit entry. That caused a virtual safety car. A little bit after the virtual safety car had ended, about half a lap or two or so after the virtual safety car ended, Corks spun out of the first Lesmos. After recovering the car, after getting the car at least halfway turned right, he comes back out onto the track in front of I believe it was Teckers and Willy Bum. Teckers avoids the Williams by mere millimeters. Willy Bum was not so lucky, ran into the side of Corks, taking both of them out. That is what happened. And as a Williams driver, trust me, it pains me to see that. And Ipswich Teckers hits Desbro and then spins. What has just happened? Oh, jeez. Anyway, I was about to say the safety car restart order. Karma, Bradshaw, Fisker, Desbro, Blazer Guns, Nifty, Nasri, Soggy Salmon, Ipswich Teckers, Richie Rich. And it looks like we're back under green flag conditions across the line. Now 2 laps to go. Got a good fight here for P3 between Bradshaw and Fister. we're gonna get anything going there. Richie Rich, he's got to get out of the way of his teammate. His teammate's currently fighting for the championship. He can't afford to block him.
I'm just keeping an eye on the fist of Bradshaw fight.
Same. The TX1 Karma got about half a second between him and Bradshaw. If you're in Desbro's shoes, you're gonna probably gonna be hoping Karma can keep Bradshaw at bay.
We've got yellow.
Another yellow. It's for Richie Rich. Did he spin off or did he just get out of people's way?
He got out of his way.
Okay, fair enough. Good job by Richie Rich. Good show of sportsmanship there. Definitely hate to see him not be able to fight for a position here on the final laps. Speaking of, this is the final lap now of the race. But
Cooks,
it's
you're
good
not
to see
dumb.
that he was at least sporting enough to get out of people's way and be like, I'm not going to ruin your race because I ruined mine earlier.
Cooks, you're not dumb. Try doing a me and flipping, spinning and crashing the car out.
We got
being
P1, fight for
hungry
P1. Bradshaw and Karma side by side.
on the last lap.
Doesn't look like Karma was able to get the move there. He's got 2 more chances here to take that win away from Karma.
He's not done it. He's not close enough.
It's not going to be close enough here. He's got to get a fantastic, absolutely perfect run through this chicane. No, not quite, not even. Karma actually had a better run out of the chicane than he did. Heading to the final corner now. Karma using every ounce of his battery left. Through Parabolica now. And heading to the line, TX1 Karma will be your Italian Grand Prix winner. P2 Bradshaw, followed by Fister, Desbro, Blazer Guns, Nifty Nasri, although Soggy Salmon will take the... What? No, that ain't right.
That
Get a
isn't
yellow
right.
for Richie Rich. That's definitely not right. That doesn't even begin to make sense. So we got Karma, Bradshaw, Fister, Desbro, Blazer Guns. I think it should be then Soggy Salmon, or no, Blazer Guns Techers, then Soggy Salmon, Nifty Nasri, P8, and P9 Richie Rich. TX1 Karma, your race winner. And Richie Rich apparently retired from the race about 20 feet before the line or so. We've got the wrong man in P1 here. The game is really committing to having Soggy Salmon P1. So,
I've invited the top 3.
again, this is just wrong. Soggy Salmon did not have... this is annoying.
It's supposed to be Karma, Bradshaw, Fister. That's your top
Then
3.
Desbro, Blazer Guns, Ipswich Techers. I think Soggy Salmon would be P7. And then P8, Nifty Nasri, and Richie Rich. This is... It's been exhausting. And get the points down. Bradshaw and Pfister being the other two. Have you sent the other two invites by any chance?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I'm not sure if Fister's going to join.
I'll send Pfister an invite. If he doesn't join, then he doesn't join.
I've already sent him an invite twice.
That was the last one. Was it? No.
I think this is it.
Just
I think
him?
we're only going
Okay.
to get Bradshaw.
Okay. Well, congrats on P2, Bradshaw. You continue to stretch your gap in the Drivers' Championship. How do you feel?
That was horrible. Quali was good. I pretty much nailed all the laps I did. I got spun round at the start in the sprint. Yeah, it was difficult to get into a rhythm because you do sort of 2-3 laps and then a safety car or virtual safety car will come out. So it was quite difficult to get into a rhythm sort of thing. But yeah, I'll take it. I'm happy with it. I felt I did quite well, so I'm definitely happy with it.
Next week we'll be heading to the United States of America for the USGP at Circuit of the Americas. How do you feel about that track?
I absolutely hate it. First sector, I like the track, but first sector I find on a controller I find it very difficult. So I'm not very confident about that one, to be honest.
You and me both, buddy.
Yeah, it's going to be tricky. Sort of hoping it's going to be a wet race, to be honest.
Good luck with
With
that.
6 races left in the season, you are continuing to stretch your gap, as I mentioned earlier. Are you worried at all that Desbro can possibly make a comeback, or are you starting to? Are you going to start pushing harder? Or are
I've
you
been
just starting
pushing as
to
hard
relax
as I
a little
can
bit?
all season.
Well,
It's a case of, I mean, it's cliche. I'm not really thinking about it. It's a case of take each race because obviously, as you know from what you guys have just seen, anything can happen in any race, sort of thing. So it's, yeah, like I said, happy with how I did, but next week it's, it could all go, it could all go very badly. So just take each race as it comes, to be honest. But we're very even on pace, so it's, if I have a good session and he has a bad one, or vice versa, it could affect things, obviously. So, but yeah, it'd be interesting.
Well, thank you for the interview. You had a fantastic race tonight. Best of luck to you next week at COTA. That'll do it from us, folks. I've been your host, Days Freak, alongside my co-commentator, ONFH Rodgers. I keep saying Rogers. Thank you, goodbye, and good night.